Hi guys, welcome to RRC. Today I'd like to show you how to make a seat for your TRX-4 to enable you to put an action figure in the driving seat. As you may be aware, or probably are aware, to buy an interior for one of these scale cars is quite expensive, and I just thought I'd share with my cheap solution that I've done. Okay guys, with no further ado, let's get on with it. So guys, you're going to need two bits of this plastic. Now, I'm not sure where you can purchase this from, or you may be able to get a different type or a similar type of plastic. This is like sort of like a hard plastic coating with sort of like a slight sponginess in the middle, but it's ideal for doing things like this. So you're going to need two pieces for this, for the bottom and the back of your seat. The measurements I've used are 90mm long, 3.5 inches, and 15mm wide, that's 2 inches approximately, and it's about 2mm thick. So that's for your seats, and you'll need two of them. This piece here, this is for the upstand of the seat. You're going to need one piece of this, which is, looking at my measurements, is going to be 73mm wide, 2.8 inches long, and 55mm wide, 2 inches I say. And you're going to divide that down the middle, halfy, roughly 25mm each side. It depends on how you want to do it guys, but this is what I've done. So you cut that into two, and that's going to be for your stand. A bit of plastic you're going to need, and this is just a seat support, and I'll show you where that goes in a minute. Excuse my throat guys. Just to support the seat. So this is going to be 20 times 25mm, an inch or so long, nearly an inch wide. So you're going to need that as well. That's just a little piece. So if you if you put all your measurements together, you'll know how much of this plastic you're going to need, or a material you're going to need. Okay guys, so what I used to cut these out was I used a little scroll saw, a mini scroll saw, to cut the backs out, and then sort of perfected the shape on the grind stone of the Dremel, or you could just use sandpaper, or you could use a file. It's up to you, however you want to do it. So after these are cut out, what you'll have is something like this. Okay guys, so these are the backs of your seat, which will go like that, like so. So you can see that form the seat. So what I'm going to do guys, I'm just going to warm my glue gun up, and then I'll put one of these seats together, and that'll give you a general idea of what you need to do. Okay guys, so put these together. I'm using a hot glue gun. It's not a brilliant glue gun, but it does the trick. So first of all, I'm just going to glue the seats together. Hopefully you can see that, maybe not, maybe. And I'm just going to put a thin bead along the edge there. You guys get the idea. And then simply push that on there, get it to where you want it, so it's all sort of flush round. So that's the seat glued together guys. Now what I have had with the previous ones that I did, sometimes I don't know whether it's the glue that I'm using or it's not getting it hot enough, but sometimes it breaks off. So what I've done, and it's up to yourselves, you may have a better glue gun than me, I've drilled tiny holes and put tiny little self tappers in there to support it, just in case you have a bad knock when you're out crawling and they break off. So that's that bit. So next, guys, in the Traxxas, in sort of like where your radio gear is fitted, the footwells we'll call them. If you put this bracket on like so, and it sits dead center in the middle, you find that the body catches on the seat. So what you've got to do, guys, is, if you can see this on camera, is just put the bracket there so the seat is going closer to the battery tray, and that will clear the body when you put it on. So this is going to go on there, guys. Just going to glue on there for the driver's side, and then the in England, obviously, we drive on the right hand side of the road, so you're going to have to be wary of that, where you fit this bracket. So guys, I've glued that on like so. That's just basically, there's your seat there with the stand. Now the length of this, guys, it's up to you, but I found you may have to trim it off, but you have to put the body on just to see you've got the right height for your driver, so it doesn't, the head's not touching the roof of the Traxxas or whatever vehicle you're using. So you can trim this down though, it's not imperative to be that length. That's just what I've started off with, and if I need to adjust it, I can just cut it off. So that's the seat glued on, guys. The only other thing you have to do now is fit this little, what I call seat support. Okay guys, there it is. That's the finished seat. Basic, but it will do the trick. If you wanted to put two seats in, you just replicate that, and where the seat is over, if you can see that, the seat is sort of, the bracket is on the edge of this side to bring the seat further over towards the battery tray. You would do that on the opposite side and put the bracket on this side of the seat, and that will take it in towards the actual battery tray. The only other thing you may have to do on the Traxxas, if you're doing a seat on the other side, the passenger side, then because of the ESC, when you put this seat in, you may have to just take a little square out of there. So there's the seat, guys. That's it finished, and I'll show you now how you secure it into the Traxxas. Okay guys, the next thing that I've done is I've put a very tiny self-tapping screw and screwed it into the base of the stand for the seat. See that there? And then conveniently, the Traxxas floor pan, as we'll call it. So you can see the hole there next to the stuff that holds the radio box down. So that hole there, very conveniently mounted. Whether they do it for that, I don't know. Seat on, you can line it up. This is one of the old versions of seats, guys. When I told you about, we had to put screws in to support it, but I'm going to be changing it for these because these are better as well. So there it is, guys. There's a seat in place. You will have to lower it to get your right height for your character, depending on what truck you're using. I know this one will have to be lowered. Let me just get the height of that for you. So you're probably looking at a height around about 41 mil, and that sort of works out for us with our character. So that's it, guys. That's how you make a cheap solution to put on a scaled action figure in your crawler. It's a lot cheaper than forking out for the interiors, the price of them. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up and think about subscribing. It all helps the channel. So thanks for watching as always, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.